What would you say if I tell you you can create your own AI influencer, maintain the consistency of their social media posts, and all of this do it at scale and without leaving your chat with Claude? That's the idea I had, and that's what I built using the Make MCP. I connected to Claude, and I can't wait to show you my solution. The architecture of this project is very simple. We use Claude as the brain for creativity and for orchestration. We use Make and the tools that we expose to the MCP as the hands. We use Airtable as the storage. And we use other specialized tools like 11 Labs or Replicate for creating videos and audios. The core of the system is definitely the Make tools that allow Claude to connect to Airtable and to other tools and generate all of the steps and move the data around. So let me show you how it works. If we go to Claude, let's say, let's create a new avatar. I'm thinking of Camila, a girl from Czech Republic. She talks about automation. She's also into interior design, and she has very curly hair. Okay, sounds good. Fill the rest of details and create it. Cool. Now Claude is going to start using tools, which is the tool Create Avatar. It's a flow that simply creates a record on Airtable. We can see that it's created here with the story, and we can see it also in our gallery. So now it's simply a draft. There's no information about the avatar. Let's continue the process. Now it's going to retrieve the character guidelines template, which is also from guidelines that I give it here, and this is just a template. Now Claude, which is intelligent, is going to populate this template with the characteristics of Camila, and it's going to store it also on the avatars table. For that, it's going to use different tools. It's going to use get prompt guidelines, then it's going to update the avatar character JSON. So all of these small tools are only about HTTP requests or Airtable, but they are really powerful because allow Claude to interact and to fill creatively the Airtable columns. Now it also uses the create avatars world, where it's going to populate the rest of fields of Camila. And now we can see it in the gallery again, that it created the signature objects, locations, and other characteristic elements for this AI influencer. Great. Now we finished part 1, creating the influencer and the world around it. What's next? Okay, the next step is obviously generating the image of Camila. So, yes. Now it's going to use API generate avatar image, which actually is a very simple scenario that calls the replicate API. So we're going to see it here. How it's generating an image of Camila. And since Claude is smart, it's going to use another scenario that we gave it, which is about checking the status. So status, check image status. We do the same for video. And it's waiting. It usually takes around 30 seconds. And now it received the link. Now it's going to use another MCP tool to attach the image to the Airtable row. Perfect. And now we can see it here. It's attached. Quite a nice image, exactly how we describe her. And to create a post of Camila in her sofa inside of her house. Now it's going to generate a new row in the content pieces table. And we can see it here, but now it's empty. We need to generate the rest. So what Claude is going to do is going to again call replicate, but in this case it's going to use a different tool. It's going to use the tool content piece with reference. What is the reference? The AI character image that we generated previously, and it's indexed because Claude is smart and said that the avatar that is going to be for this content piece is the number 20, which is Camila, and the reference image is this one. Great. It also filled other information such as the post as the thumbnail or the basic script I asked it to fill. And what are we going to have? Perfect. We're going to have a consistent image of Camila in her house, in her sofa. Great. What do we want to do now? Let's try to create a video. As we can see in the record view of the post, we have the brief, the generated image, the reference avatar we're using, which is Camila, which, by the way, have other automations that generated a clean headshot, and also the script. Also the metadata of the JSON that we used to generate it, the image. Okay, now let's try to make a video, no? I need to run the scenario which calls 11 Labs, stores the file in my Google Drive, and place it in Airtable. And we can see it here. We can hear it already, but I prefer that we see the whole video. Okay, so back to Claude. Now Claude knows that the audio is ready, so now it's gonna create the video with that audio. And how it's gonna do that? It's gonna generate a content video. That's gonna trigger a replicate prediction. Now I will go for a coffee while this is created, but we also gave a tool to Claude to periodically run a scenario that checks this image status. And it does it when it decides to. Usually Claude is smart, and after a few checks, it waits. As we can see here, 34% complete. I ask it to stop, and now it's checking again. Cool, the video is complete. So now, Claude is gonna grab the URL and it's gonna put it on the post. And now we have it here. Wanna see it?
Hi, this is Camila from the Czech Republic. You are invited to visit Prague this February. I will invite you to the first beer.
Still a bit AI, still you can tell, but I think quite good and quite consistent. This is great because then you can generate multiple files or multiple scripts, and you can simply, without leaving the Claude chat, create images, create the avatar, and populate your database of AI influencers. We can see also how Claude changed the status of the file, so still interacting with the database. And also one very cool thing that you can do with Make, you can have nice notification flows. So I just received that the content piece is finished. Quite cool. So yeah, now imagine you're part of the marketing team, you finish your monthly meeting, and you say, hey, this is the brief. We want this AI influencer to generate content around this topic, and you can just say, Claude, start to create it. And your Claude has superpowers thanks to Make, and it has a bunch of tools to retrieve information, to interact, to populate the data, to look at the JSONs and prompt guidelines that you want to define, and also you can see how it populates and creates very well defined. I really like the quality and the videos that you can create respectfully. You can see also the content relative to this, and as you can see, you can create really consistent content regarding your avatars. Another example.
Madagascar Peanut Energy, 10 hours dancing at shelter, still going strong.
I use the same voice, which is Czech girl, but still, yeah. Really cool, really powerful. Thank you for listening, and see you soon.